I was thinking of not introducing this guy because it seems to work, but I think maybe I should give him a break here. Now it is my pleasure to introduce you with his reflections, the president of the St. Raphael Student Council, Matt Hutchinson.
Woo!
Thank you, Mr. Anderchuk, for the kind introduction. But before I begin, I would like to do one quick thing. And that is... Is everyone ready? Everyone smile. Hello, everyone. As Mr. Anderchuk said, my name is Matt Hutchinson, and I am the Student Council President. I don't really know who thought that I was qualified enough to speak here tonight, but whoever it was, thanks. My family has had a long history at St. Raphael. All four of my older siblings have graduated here before me. In fact, when I graduate here tonight, my family will end a 26-year-long run here. In solidarity, all of my siblings are here tonight for the send-off. I would first like to speak on behalf of my entire 8th grade class and welcome you here tonight. Father Tim, Father Ryan, Mrs. Miller, Mr. Anderchuk, our wonderful teachers, our family members, and of course, my very distinguished fellow graduates. Our big day is here at last. To begin, I think it is safe to say that our 9 years have flown by. Many of us started as 5-year-old little kindergartners and are now here on our final day. It's hard to believe. Looking back, so many things have happened that we could never recount them all. But I would like to go back through the years, grade by grade, and recall some of the memories with all of you here tonight. First day of kindergarten was a big day for all of us. We were all extremely nervous walking in on that first day. One thing that we remembered is loving to play a hand game that taught us a very important skill, to count by fives. I guess somehow that's an important skill to a kindergartner. The thing that my classmates and I remember most clearly is our Indian powwow day. Some people, like Jack Stamp, liked it so much that he wore his Indian powwow shirt as his art shirt this year. So, kindergarten teachers, for helping us to get off to a great start, we thank you. As we progressed in our careers as students, we faced the greatest challenge that any 6-year-old can ever have to overcome: all-day school. With that came the exciting but terrifying experience of eating lunch and doing everything with the big kids. But our fears were soon put to rest when we realized how much more fun all-day school could lead to. We went on field trips to the zoo and had fun celebrations like Jesus Day. So, for calming our fears, first grade teachers, we thank you. By the time we got to 2nd grade, we were pros at the whole school thing, or so we thought. We walked in on that first day with smug looks on our faces and nothing but excitement filling our heads. The main thing that I, and many others, were thinking about was our first communion in May, but sadly we had to wait a couple of more months for that. We worked towards that experience all year long. 2nd grade teachers, for helping us to prepare for this wonderful sacrament, we thank you. 3rd grade arrived with a bang. We were the oldest kids in the primary wing, and boy did we let everyone know it. We got to go out first for recess, got the best spot in the blacktop, and loved every second of it. For some of us, it was the beginning of our musical careers when we got to master the recorder. 3rd grade teachers, and Mr. Warfel, for dealing with all that craziness and noise, we thank you. 4th grade arrived, and our top dog mentality came to an end. We were now the low men on the totem pole again. We heard about how much harder the teachers would go on us, and worst of all, we had a later lunchtime. I remember one day of that year like it was yesterday. It was the day of the infamous muddy scarf incident. For those of you who don't know the story, a few kids in our grade found a muddy scarf in the parking lot and thought that it would be an amazing idea to swing it around and to hit people with it. We came in after recess, a little wound up and very muddy. 4th grade teachers, for your patience and understanding, we thank you. Oh, and by the way, we're really, really sorry about that. I knew going into 5th grade that my classmates and I would love it, and we did. We were excited to see the new experiences that awaited us. This was the first year that teachers really started to prepare us for high school. Looking back on 5th grade, all of us agree that the work got a little bit harder this year. We got innumerable homework slips, and a couple of us got demerits for them. This was one of our favorite years of school because we loved the teachers and all of the things that we learned were interesting to us. 5th grade teachers, for teaching us to always have our work done and our materials for class, we thank you. 6th grade is a big step in any kid's life at this school, and I mean literally a big step. One of the highlights of being a 6th grader is to go up the steps into the junior high wing. Also, we got to participate in so many new school activities. One of those activities being our first kind of dance, Mardi Gras. We thought that we were best friends with all the 7th and 8th graders, even though they did their best to ignore us. So, 6th grade teachers, for dealing with us during this awkward year, we thank you. Going into 7th grade was the most nervous that we had been for a school year since 1st grade. We were told that it was time to step up and become older and more mature leaders. So, many of us got involved in student council and student liturgy committee. I don't know how well that mature part worked out, but we did like having a voice in what was going on at school. A highlight of 7th grade was our ski club. And I know my peers and I cannot say enough good things about this organization. We had so much fun on the slopes and even more fun on the buses. Between ski club and school dances, our school lives became a lot more social. All we felt for the next year was excitement. 7th grade teachers, for making it such a great intro to junior high and making a fun year for us, we thank you. And here we are at grade 8. We can all agree that this year has been our best yet. We have grown so much this past year, both individually and as a class. We have met new friends and grown closer to old ones. The students in the 8th grade are some of the most fun and crazy and hilarious people that I have ever met in my entire life. And I gotta say, I don't know how the 8th grade teachers put up with our shenanigans this past year. Our class continued to grow closer through every victory at sporting events, every run down the slopes, and every scientific dissection that we did. We also became closer spiritually through preparation for confirmation, prayer walks, school masses, and our May crowning. Also this year, we got to go somewhere that every kid in the school dreams of, Washington, D.C. I know that every single student had fun on that trip. For a jam-packed 3 days, we did it all. We got to see our nation's capital, tour monuments, visit museums, and best of all, hang out as a class away from school. This trip made memories that will last a lifetime. 8th grade teachers, for making our last year unforgettable and putting up with us for 2 whole years, we applaud you and we can't thank you enough. In conclusion, a word to my fellow graduates. I wish you the best on your high school adventure. I truly hope that you spend the next 4 years doing things you love with people you love to be with. As I stand here in front of you, I am honestly sad to see us all go our separate ways. We have been together for so long. But I know that you will do great things in this world and for this world. And so the adventure begins. In the words of St. Ignatius of Loyola, go forth and set the world on fire. Thank you.